Welcome to session 7, remote learning. Today I'm going to draw Yakko from Animaniacs. So let's get started. About in the center of the paper, I'm going to start with a oval shape for his nose, and inside that I'm going to draw a small oval shape for a highlight. And then right above his nose, I'm going to make his eye. It's going to be a rounded oval shape there, and then a little bit off to the side, I'm going to make another oval shape right here. And again, that's going to be a little bigger, appearing a little bigger in size. Inside that, I'm going to make another smaller oval shape there and one there for the highlight. And I'm going to go ahead and just fill that in now. So I remember not to fill in the highlight area when I start adding color. Alright, let's work on the part of his face that comes around here. So a little detail line in between his eyes, and then this extends out and through, around, just below his nose. And then here we're going to stop and open this up with a curved line up and around. It's going to be the kind of the bottom of his chin. Inside here we're going to make another line for his mouth. That's going to be open, but this we're going to extend up further. And then a little curved line there to indicate a wrinkle in his cheek, side of his mouth, and then bring this line in for the top of his mouth, a line across here for his teeth, and we can bring some lines vertically down for separation in his teeth, and a curved line here, 1 and 2 for his tongue. Let's bring his cheek around from the side, and you're going to go around the mouth and bring it in, and then for the inside part of his face, we're going to bring a line, curved line all the way up in between his eyes, and then bring it up again, not as high as this part here, and down on this side, kind of right to the tip of his nose. All right, let's make some zigzag lines on the side here to indicate some hair on the side of his face. And then we're going to bring another line up and around for the outside of his head, and a curved line around here for his first ear. Curved line around for the top of his head, bringing this around to the side. And then this ear is going to be showing a little bit more, so we're going to kind of show it on his head here, and then up and around, curve it in, and don't close that off, leave the flap there, and then bring a line down like that. Kind of looks like it's folded over. All right, let's extend the back part of his head. Stopping here, I'm going to indicate some more hair by drawing some zigzag lines and then connecting this into his cheek. All right, coming down here, we're going to make his neck, 2 lines here and here. His shoulder is going to curve around and connect to his arm. And let's make the other part of his arm, bend it over and up. And this is going to be for the cuff of his glove. Extend a curved line out and over for his thumb. And now curved line up and around for his first finger. Second finger is just a line like that for right now, and then his third finger is going to be up, around, and bent over like that. Little line underneath to indicate the fold, and then a line around for his palm. All right, his other arm is going to extend out this way, and then it's going to bend. Another line to show the inside of his arm, bend it, rectangle shape for his cuff, and curved line around for his finger, extends out, bring it back in, smaller line there, that finger is kind of like bent in, and then another line up and around for his third finger, leaving it open here, and then extend the little line up to the cuff again for his inside of his palm. All right, continuing his body, I'm going to bring a line out like that, and one out like this. He's kind of like tilted to the side here. We're going to make his pants, curved line across, and then round it out and bring it around his back. That's going to be kind of a shadow area in there. Diagonal line in. That curved line there is going to be for the top of his belt, and extend this up to meet it. Let's continue making his belt here. Diagonal line out, diagonal line, curved line across here, and then meet it there. And then inside here is going to be a small rectangle for the center of his belt. All right, his pants are going to come all the way out and around, bringing the line down. And then the outside of his pants here, they're going to go to kind of behind his hand here, so we're not going to fully see them. And then implied line through, and we'll extend it out here. Little fold in his pants, bringing it around. And let's bring his center line up and curve it in to show the inside of his pants. Another curve line there for another fold in his pants. Little curve line here for the bottom of his pants on this side. Curve line there to indicate some more folds in his pants. Another wrinkle line there for another fold in his pants. And let's bring his foot all the way out around 1, 2, and then 3. Curve this all the way around and bring it back to his pants. His foot's going to look much bigger because it's much closer to us in the drawing. So again, curving this line out, 1, 2, 3. Bring this all the way around to his pants on the inside there. And let's just extend the line up to finish off his pants. So that's going to conclude almost the drawing part. I forgot one important detail. His tail is going to curve out and around, and implied line behind his hands, and curved line down, leaving that open. I'm going to start here and bring a curved line around and up. Goes behind his pinky. And we'll finish it off like that. All right, start to add some color to Yakko. Let's start with the red for his nose. And we'll fill in that space, going around the highlight. Also making his tongue red. Okay, let's fill in the next lighter color. It's going to be yellow for the shape on his belt, around his belt. And then I'm going to use a kind of a golden color to color in his pants. So I'm going to outline them first. Okay, outline the other side. Okay, and then the top part of his pants above his belt. I'm going to use the wider side of my marker to fill in the middle section of color. Let's move on to a darker color, black, to kind of fill in some more space here. I'm going to fill that in black for the center of his belt. Let's fill in his tail, is going to be black. And then on this side. Now to keep this fold line here, I'm going to leave a little space of it white, because we want to still show there is something happening, folding over. If I fill that all the way in, we're not going to see that detail line anymore. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Little highlight in there. All right, moving on to his body. And his arms, I'm just going to kind of outline everything first and then go back and fill it in. This drawing is a really fun drawing. It was a request by one of my students. So I'm drawing it, and I wasn't too familiar with the character, but I looked him up and thought it was a great idea. Okay, moving up to his face here and his head. So I'm filling this space around the outside of his head and his ears. Filling some more space on his eyes as well, make those a little darker. And same thing with this ear, there's a fold in there, so I'm going to leave a little highlight area to show that. I'm going to leave that open right there. Again, if you have some requests, I'd like to hear them. Hopefully I can get them out to you. Just filling this space in with this smooth marker stroke going all the way around. And then parts for his hair over here. And now I'm going to switch to the thicker side of my marker so I can fill this in a little quicker. Alright, and I just want to fill in the inside of his mouth with kind of a darker red. So I'm going to use the same red actually, and then just kind of darken it up in a second. To darken it up, I'm just going to add a little bit of a pencil over it. Give it a little shadow inside his mouth. Got a little on his tooth. Okay, that completes the drawing of Yakko. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Give it a try.